Welcome to Anything Cricket. Let's talk, Davien. First time on the show for you. Congratulations on a very outstanding achievement over the weekend. A Beavertrick,
Thank
they
you.
call it. Wow.
Yes, for
Has
sure.
that ever happened before? Have you ever done that before?
No, this is the first time actually.
You've had a hat trick before, at least?
Yeah, but not in elite cricket, but there's hat
Oh,
tricks that has been taken before. But obviously, a beaver trick is not something that you get every day.
you're right. You're very right about that. So, how does it feel having been able to achieve that?
Well, at first, it was more for me of making sure that my team wins the game, and then after that, we celebrated that for sure. So it was, I was elated about it. Woke up this morning and still was a little bit baffled as to how I
Pinch
made
yourself
this
a couple of
achievement.
times, maybe? Pinch yourself a couple of times?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, even this evening, I was like, like, whoa.
Yeah, really amazing. So in terms of the game though, what happened? You bowled first, didn't you?
Yeah, we fielded first.
Yeah, you fielded first, and then you dismissed St. Catherine for it was 53.
Yes, 53 correct.
Now the pitch could not have been that bad, surely. What were the conditions like?
The pitch wasn't bad at all, actually. Outside was a bit humid, that I can tell you. But
Mhm.
outside of that, the pitch wasn't bad. It was playing through. There wasn't any up and down really in it. I just think that, it was a situation where stuck to the basics and kept it, definitely in front. And asked the
Mhm.
umpires for their permission, and they granted me all four.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. All four decisions LBW. No, I don't know. That must be some sort of record somewhere.
Yeah, some persons were actually asking me, if there needed DRS up St. Catherine's. But I mean, to me, they all seem, flawless.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And of course, you're a left arm medium fast bowler. And I don't think I'm taking anything away from you when I say medium fast as opposed to fast. So
No, you're
you're
not. You're definitely
fast
not.
bowler. When I did my research, I understand that you the ball was swinging.
Yeah, definitely.
Was that due to the conditions, or you have sort of like developed the art of being able to get the ball to swing in, generally speaking?
Yeah, that's definitely what I do. Obviously, I more swing the ball than I would seam it. So,
Hmm.
obviously, a lot more threatening, obviously, with the new ball because the new
Yeah.
ball obviously will swing a lot more, and it's easier, obviously, to have it, to control it, to make it swing, without effort.
Okay. So you were, I understand you were angling the ball, let's say towards tip and then bringing some back.
Yeah, well, the right hand batsman obviously would tend to find it a bit difficult with the left hand bowler, obviously, who brings back the ball. There are a lot of them that, find it easier, left hand bowlers, this is that find it easier, obviously, to take the ball away. So
Mm.
having the art of being able to bring the ball back, obviously, that works in my favor a lot. It's a lot easier, obviously, to trap a batsman in front LBW as well.
So where did you acquire that skill? I remember, I think it was Pedro Collins many, many years ago. I think it was him who pointed out that he developed that skill partly through interacting with Tremendous Vast. You remember the Sri Lankan swing bowler.
Yeah.
Where did you pick that up? Because I know I
Actually,
it's not that easy for everybody to do it.
and that's the opposite for me. The easiest ball for me to bowl is actually the in swinger. It's a lot harder for me to take the ball away. So
Oh, okay.
it came naturally for me. I'm assuming obviously it has a lot to do with a lot with wrist position. Obviously, my wrist, obviously, when I'm delivering, obviously faces a lot more to the leg side. So
Uh-huh.
obviously, the ball tends to obviously swing where the seam is pointing.
Okay. I find that there are many people who don't have a whole lot of time for bowlers like yourself, swing bowlers, medium pace bowlers who do things with the ball. We seem to have this fascination, and especially it comes out, especially when we're talking about cricket at the highest level. It comes out pretty much where we believe that you put the ball in somebody's hand, they release it at 95 miles an hour, and all is well. What are your views on that? What role do you think, or do you think that swing bowlers like yourself have a major role to play in cricket at all levels?
Yeah, I would say that for sure. What I can say is that obviously, the X factor of having pace at 95 miles per hour, you're not going to walk around and find that on any given day. So that's why the fascination would come because you'll obviously tend to find more swing bowlers, than you'll find somebody bowling 90 or 95 miles per hour. What I'll say is that it it can tend to be overlooked in terms of not having that pace. That excites obviously selectors, persons, are very excited when it comes to that sort of thing. It will bring a buzz around the cricket. But for swing bowlers, obviously, I think that we actually do have to work a lot harder than someone obviously who's bowling and has that X factor.
Mm-hmm. You are a solid club cricketer, no doubt about that, a committed team man. Do you looking to take your cricket anywhere else, or you're content at the club level?
Well, I want to say content. When I started the season, obviously my goal was, to at least get 20 wickets in the 50 over segment.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if I supersede that, then I take everything else I get after that. But the goal was, to get 20. Obviously, I'm looking to enjoy the cricket. That's a starter for sure. I'm just looking to enjoy it, and I guess whatever happens, happens. I welcome everything that can happen. But currently, obviously, I'm at 18, and with probably like 3 or so games to go, looking to pass that 20 mark for sure.
Young enough still, you think, to play a notch up if the performances warrant a looking somewhere?
Well, as I said, I welcome everything that I can get. I would definitely, obviously, invite the challenge. I've been playing elite cricket for a long time, a long period. So it's a case where, I think that, I invite another challenge, something, a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've got the various forms of cricket, the T20, the 50 over, and the 3 day. The 3 day just haven't started. Which
Yeah.
one do you think you are, more suited to?
What I would say of recent, I've been having, a lot more performances with the white ball than, with the red. Obviously, the red ball, you need to be a little more patient, batsman obviously hanging in a lot more. But for some reason, obviously, I've found that, of recent, I've been getting a lot of success with the white ball.
Which swings more, or which do you
Well,
find easier to swing, I should say?
I would say the white ball tends to swing, yes, but it swings for a shorter period. Obviously, the red ball obviously can swing a lot more. The white ball obviously doesn't swing as much as long for a long period as the red ball would.
Okay, all right. So you are opening the bowling for Spartan. That is something that does not always work well for fast bowlers. I remember the days when the fast bowlers didn't even get the time to take the shine off the ball, and then the spinners bowl for the rest of the day. So I guess you're truly blessed.
Funny enough that you said that up to probably 2 weeks ago or so, my coach Dave Marshall was
Uh-huh.
reiterating that same point, and that this is probably that time to change. That this is a time where Spartan now at one point we were playing like a 4 prong pace attack, and
Uh-huh.
he would have obviously alluded to the fact that back in the days that would never happen, and you had to, as you said, you had to get what you could get before the spinners took it up, and that was it for the fast bowlers.
In fact, we should really search your record books to find out if Spartan has ever bowled out a side without a spinner taking a wicket or bowling an over at least. I don't
Yeah,
think that was
I spoke to Keith this morning, and he said that they had him busy in the archives, researching stuff and stuff, but as it relates to that as well. And
yeah,
with
I don't think so.
my opening partner, Stefan King,
Uh-huh.
obviously who just made the Barbados A team. We were joking about it yesterday, and like, has it ever happened where two fast bowlers at Spartan have actually bowled out a side?
Yes, I don't think that would be something that would have happened before. And certainly, not you don't see that sort of thing too often with Spartan. So, Davian, you're looking forward to a productive season. What are your thoughts on the Spartan side? What do you think the team will do in the 3 day?
As it relates to 3 day, we didn't have the best of starts against UE. We now have the Barbados youth. Obviously, you're looking to maximize full points against a softer opponent. Um, 2 years or so ago, not two seasons ago, we were actually defending champions.
Mhm.
We would have won the 3 day championship. So we're actually looking to repeat that, and the guys practicing, working hard. So we'll see how it goes.
What about the 50 over?
Well, with a next victory, we'll automatically qualify for the quarterfinals. Obviously, it depends where we come in the table, who we'll play. But
Mhm.
for sure, that's something that I think the guys are priding themselves with, because we've not won that. And, we're actually looking to do that as it relates to, cups and being able to, brag as a club.
What do you think are the strengths of the Spartan side, generally speaking, this season? What are some of the positives that you're seeing coming from the Spartan side this season?
I think the guys are getting a lot of performances in. There are a lot of rewards happening for some of the players as well. As I mentioned, Stephon King, we have the Barbados player Shem Holder. We just recently got Akil Greenidge, who came back from a stint in England. So to me, we're going in the right direction. We're being rewarded as well. So which means, the club is being noticed for sure. Obviously an established club, one of the older clubs in the island. And I think that, with everybody working hard and gelling as a team, because I think the dressing room is key as well as it relates to on field. And I think that we have a very, very good bond as a team.
T20 is upon us. I talk now about the CPL
Mhm.
T20. You're back in the Royals, or you, like many of us, support other franchises?
Well, I honestly will say I do back Barbados Royals. I know it's franchise cricket, but it's innate within us that sometimes you hear the word Barbados and you tend to back the team that you come from.
Right. Okay. I know after the first game, there was a lot of criticism and some negativity about the prospects. What are your own thoughts on how the team is likely to do?
Well, what I will say is that obviously the team is a youthful team. It's a lot of youth, and they need obviously performances from the senior players, and that's most of the games will need to be won through senior players coming to the fore, stepping up, and obviously winning games for the Royals.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll catch up at Kensington at some point in time over the next few days. But meanwhile, congratulations on an excellent performance in the Super 50, and all the best for the rest of the season, Davey.
All right, thanks a lot.